Oh, finally!
We're on?
We're on finally!
Whoa, Christ, we've been trying this since last Monday, haven't we, Dan?
It just doesn't want to work.
It's taken us a whole week.
It wants multi-factor authentication codes and all sorts now. It's doing my head in. Anyway.
Yes. How are you, Dan?
I'm relaxed. It's a bit cooler now, and I can live and breathe. So
Good.
It's better now.
Yeah.
It's still a bit on the warm side,
Mhm.
but we're getting there. We're getting where we need to go. So
Yeah.
things are slowly but surely coming together.
Good.
How
good.
about yourself?
I'm surviving. Work's work. You know how it is. Same old. But hey, the joys of being here, much more enjoyable.
We'll send you in with a can of petrol. So this is, of course, a new month. We're advancing.
Yes.
Which means it's time to check my notes.
We are. This is a bridge set of double reviews for us because one is going to be for the last one of May, and the next one is going to be the first one of June, which is today, obviously.
So a quick recap of where we've been this year. We've been in Junior January.
Yeah.
Which is films written by 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Not really. Feeling February, which is the emotional and the heartstringy.
Dramatic ones. Yeah.
Musical March was the month where Tommy decided to miss one of the biggest musicals of 2006. Adventure April took April into a whole new direction to what we normally do on the channel, so that was interesting.
Yep.
And Mistakable May, you're now going to conclude for us.
I am, yes. And I'm going to be talking about the 2006 musical that you just written down. No, I'm not really.
Yay!
So we're going to be talking about Super Mario Bros. From 1993. I have watched this film countless times since I was a kid, and I'm still disturbed upon rewatch at the amount of predetermined 9/11 predictions that this wacky but wonderful film contains.
Just leave it there.
I am going to leave
Just
it there.
leave it there.
I'm not going to elaborate further, but it's very, very disturbing.
No, end of review. There you go. To close, done.
Yep.
Carry on.
As far as so bad it's good movies go, I know you hate that.
What is with you with that?
Look,
it's either good or it's bad.
Producer man Steve
Stop being nice.
Producer man Steve agrees with me on it. There are films that are just so bad that if you view them as comedies.
Producer man Steve needs to go to a mental hospital. We've established this.
True, but his point is still valid. This film is near ranking champion for me, as it has everything a film like that should have. A jumble.
Does it?
Yeah. As far as a film so bad it's good. This is
not even a category.
This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. A jumbled visual style, things that are unintentionally funny, and a cast that hated making every single minute of it. Speaking of the cast, I must give a shout out to Bob Hoskins, who plays Mario, and Dennis Hopper, who plays King Koopa, also known as Bowser for other people, for younger viewers. But he used to be King Koopa.
I didn't know that.
They 100% carry this lovable abomination of a film and bring the laughs with both their dialogue and mannerisms. They both disowned this film whilst making it, and I am sure both deceased actors are turning in their graves at the idea of people like me and friends rewatching this film for legit fun. John Leguizamo gets a couple of laughs in as Luigi, but his scenes with Samantha Mathis are quite unbearable and young love cliche at its worst. Leguizamo works best. It's so difficult to say his name.
So say it again.
Yeah.
Lasagna?
No, Leguizamo. Just can you Google his name?
Lucozade.
Yeah.
I would Google his name if you could say it properly.
Yeah, John Leg.
Leg. Leguizamo.
Yep. That guy. That's the one.
John Luigi.
Yeah. Apologies, John, if you're watching.
Sorry, John.
Yeah.
You just need to get married, mate.
John works best in his scenes with his on-screen brother, played by Bob Hoskins. Those scenes maybe worked so well because both actors were drunk during a good 90% of filming just to get through it, and the awful direction.
It wasn't that bad.
No. Apparently, it was like they got electrocuted, stabbed on set. Like the safety value was atrocious, so they just thought, hey, let's just get drunk and film it that way.
How do you survive getting stabbed on set?
No, it was more a case of like things going wrong and then like getting impaled. Someone didn't specifically. There was no actual perpetrator of the stabbing, as far as I'm aware.
Ouch.
I hope Hoskins wasn't drunk during the scene where they steal the police car. I mean, cinema is cinema, but come on, Mario, you got to set a good example for the kids out there. Say no to drink driving.
And speeding.
Indeed. Alan Silvestri, who you may know from maybe a small film called Back to the Future, he wrote the musical score in this film as well, and it is a delight, and I adore both it and the 90s soundtrack of songs by such artists as Roxette, Charles and Eddie, and a George Clinton version of Was Not Was Walk the Dinosaur. So there's some good songs on the soundtrack, which are worthwhile. The use of practical effects for the most part holds up quite well. You know me, man. No matter how bad the movie is, if they attempt something with practical effects, I'll give them that credit. Maybe pisses off hardcore Nintendo fans to some extent, but I'm not one of them. So I can enjoy this film for what it is. A joke, but a funny one at that. So to close, Dan, Super Mario Bros. 93 is just insane in both a good way and a bad way, but rightly holds its place in being the first ever video game movie adaptation.
Okay.
It's the first ever video game movie that was ever made.
Interesting.
So it's got that legacy going for it. Apparently Bob Hoskins filmed this entire film, flew back to the UK, got home to see his son playing a Mario Bros video game, saw it on the screen and asked, "Who's that?" He generally didn't know that he was playing a video game character.
Can you imagine Angelina Jolie doing that with Tomb Raider?
Exactly, yeah. It's a very similar situation.
Wow.
So on that note, Dan, I'm giving Super Mario Bros. 93 2.5 stars out of 5.
Oh.
And those 2.5 stars purely come from the laugh value, because it is so unintentionally funny. But let's jump forward a good 30 years.
It's a good number.
From 1993 to 2023, and we're also starting a new month in the process, aren't we, Dan?
We are, and that month, checks notes, is Jackpot June.
With
These are the movies where Tommy just spent too much buying them. No, not really, not really.
Or the general public spent too much money on them, therefore they made a huge profit. So we're now going to be talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but this one is the animated version from 2023.
Now, this one had a lot of suspicions and a lot of worries.
Is this one that you have seen?
It is,
Yeah,
and
you have
that's
seen.
because of the Minions, Despicable Me, very successful Illumination animations. They kind of milked the cow a little too much. The Minions were funny the first time. Don't carry on. And that made people nervous for this movie, especially when the Minions were in the introduction to tell you that it was
Illumination.
But
Yeah.
that was all. That was their only appearance. They had no business being in this movie, and they weren't.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I mean, I'm kind of going to contradict myself with the opening to this review, because I'm going to say didn't have as much fun as I have when watching the 1993 live action version, that's for sure. The fans seem to like this. I'm not a fan, so I cannot really judge, but there were some elements to it I enjoyed, like the brilliant animation.
It looks more like the game.
Obviously,
That's
it would,
why.
yeah. Jack Black absolutely killing it as Bowser.
He did.
And full-on respect to the original material. This film does... having spoken to producer man Steve about it, I even went to see this film with him, and he...
That was a bold move.
Yeah,
Because that could have been
it could have
bad.
gone the other way.
Yeah.
But no, he recognised that this film actually paid a lot of respect to the source material, which is something the 1993 one doesn't do.
Yes.
But the overly done girl boss moments with Peach, the out-of-place music choices, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong do harm the full outcome of the film, I'd say, and reminds you that you are watching a modern-day animated film done by Illumination.
Yeah.
The
eyes on Donkey Kong got me.
Crazy, yeah.
The eyes just don't look like Donkey Kong. And, yeah, there were a lot of inaccuracies. I mean, for me, any dialogue with Toad, with Mario, with Luigi, ruined.
Yeah.
Because we know them as Italian plumbers.
Yeah.
Where was the "It's me, Mario"? No, it's me, Mario. No, no. And Toad, he sounds like he's got a frog in his throat. What happened?
I had an idea for how they could have done this. I think what they should have done is, at the start of the film, they should have been live action people, but when they fell into the Mushroom Kingdom, they became animated.
But they should have been Italian.
Yeah. But no, I think that would
Not
have been
from freaking Brooklyn.
like we could have done like a bit of a Roger Rabbit type thing where it's a mixture
Yeah.
of live action with animation. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think that's what I would have done.
They could have done that. I mean, that didn't work for, say, the Lego movie, but I think it did work for Who Framed Roger, Rabbit, of course.
And you wouldn't say it worked for Space Jam at all, but I think it did. The animation it worked to look at. Take the story and everything out of the equation.
Well, this is the thing. Space Jam was let down by the story. I don't mind it being random. It just needed to make sense.
But the animation blended well with live action.
Let's get one of the greatest basketball players of all time and play with a bunch of animated aliens for literally no reason.
What
Let's
can
do
go
that.
wrong?
Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah. No, just no. Whereas this film didn't make me angry like that.
With this film, I was surprised by how much Chris Pratt didn't suck as Mario, as he was my main concern going in. He did just fine, like most of the cast, but Jack Black as Bowser stole the movie for sure. If you hire Jack Black, you use him for all of his worth, and that includes his singing. So I'm glad they gave Bowser a song or two for that purpose.
Hit the charts, that did, Peaches.
It did, didn't it? Yeah,
It did.
yeah. So
It did.
That's good going. But yeah, to close, Dan, I went to see this with two friends who are big-time Nintendo fans, and they seem to come away enjoying this film more than me. I'm glad, really, as they are the ones this film seems to be made for, and on the whole, it wasn't a bad animated film, but just one I'm in no particular hurry to rewatch. Needed more Bob Hoskins and Dennis Hopper. So on that note, Dan, I'm also going to give the Super Mario Bros. 2.5 stars out of 5.
I think you've given that one a little bit of a harsh one, considering how respectful it was to the original source material.
Yeah. I mean, but I just thought it's a funny contrast that I'm giving them both 2.5 stars for different reasons. I'm giving the first one 2.5 stars because it's an awful movie, but it's so fucking funny.
Well, I'd give the second one, the actual animation, I would give it 3.5.
Okay, yeah, good.
I haven't watched the latest one yet.
Galaxy, yeah.
But I want to because it's got my favourite Nintendo character in it, Yoshi, who is that was good.
Thank you.
Only mentioned at the very end of that animation.
They teased it, didn't they, with a little egg?
They teased it. I mean, at one point in the film, you saw them go through a bit of the forest where they're running. The Yoshis are running in the background, but that was it. And then you got the egg at the end. So, I want to see him in the movie.
Another thing I'll be doing with every film for this month that I talk about. Got to tell you what it made at the box office. That's the big thing.
It is.
This movie made 1.361 billion at the box office on a 100 million budget. So
that's a lot of money.
That is quite a profit. So yeah, I'll be pointing that out to for every single review that we do this month.
Well, that's a nice chunk of money. But of course, Nintendo had a huge part to play in that.
Yeah.
Did you know people loved Nintendo?
Did you know Nintendo's been around since the late 1800s? No, sorry, the late 19. No, yeah.
No, I did. They created one of the original
trading cards.
Yeah.
That's what it originally was.
There was they were all Japanese based, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I seem to recall that.
Yeah,
I'm not an expert on the subject, but
I remember I learnt that in a quiz during COVID, like when we used to do online quizzes.
Yes, the online quiz. Yes.
And someone made a quiz, and one of the questions was, when was Nintendo founded? Was it this, or this? And I was surprised to learn it was like 1880 something. It was founded, which is just bizarre.
I mean, the technology when they jumped into that game, that's what made them really.
Yeah,
they would have been a long lost, forgotten company that no one would have ever heard of had it not been for the success of their, the Game Boy, let's be honest.
True.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, wow, Tommy.
A Super Mario Bros. Double bill.
A Super Mario double bill. That's all we've got time for, though. But do not despair. There are ways in which you can stay up to date with us over the internet in between now and 2 weeks' time when we're back again.
Yeah, you can follow us on Letterboxd, guys. Larkins95 and Dan Moore Radio. You guys know where to find us.
See, you're learning.
I am learning, mate.
And here on YouTube as well, you can have a little like, comment, and hit the bell so you get notified whenever we go live. And, of course, the comment section is a great place for you to tell us what you think. Right, well, thank you very much, Tommy, as always.
Well, Dan, I will see you and I will see our lovely audience in 2 weeks' time.
2
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time.
Have a great couple of weeks, everybody. Take care.